This is going to be your weekly twin flame soulmate relationship tarot reading. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies surrounding you and your person. So in the comments, please let me know your zodiac signs and your word of the day. Okay, well, these messages couldn't even wait to come out. My goodness, I don't even know what to do with this. I wasn't anticipating. All right, well, we have dressing up, an opportunity to dress up and party, fun times ahead. Okay, passion. Keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. And attraction. You are attracting the right person at the right time into your life. Okay, so this is interesting. We definitely have some very strong lovey vibes. Let's take a moonology, or sorry, I apologize. This is not a moonology card. This is a Luna Witch Moon Oracle card. We just had last night a beautiful full moon, super moon in Gemini. Now, Gemini in the tarot is the twins, so the lovers. Let's see what we need to know. Enduring, coming through hardship, support, inner strength. Well, it almost feels like this love connection has gone through a lot. Both of you have gone through a lot, maybe even separately. It doesn't even have to mean that your relationship has been difficult, but in previous times, things were not easy, okay? Let's take a look at the connection. We're gonna look at what's in your headspace, your person's headspace, your heart space, their heart space, overall energy and underlying energy. And of course, feel free to swap sides if it makes more sense. Now we're gonna start with the tarot. We're gonna get some clarification from oracle cards, and then we're gonna go to the near future with the after tarot to see how this is all gonna play out. So in your headspace right now, we have here the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is all about feeling good in your own skin, okay? Self-worth, self-value, and self-respect. And the King of Wands. Well, when you feel good about yourself, that King of Wands rides in very passionately. This is about purpose, fire, drive, movement. Okay, let's take a look with another deck here to see what's going on in your person's headspace. The Knight of Pentacles, trusting the process. This is a very slow-moving energy. It could very well be that your person moves very slowly, okay? This is somebody that's not going to be rushed. They're going to take their time, but a slow burn really is the way to go. It is better than something that rides in hot and leaves just as fast. And there's the Ten of Cups, happiness. That's really lovely. You know, I always say it's one thing to ask for happiness, another thing to allow it. So let's take a look at your heart space. What's been going on? Here we have the Seven of Wands. Are you on the offensive or are you on the defensive? So right now this is asking you, are you ready to stand up? Are you ready to do something different? Speak up even. Now the full moon in Gemini that we just had, and by the way, we're still lingering in these full moon energies, but the full moon in Gemini is about clarity, information coming through, communication, something that could be shocking, enlightening. There's the Two of Wands. This is asking you to leave your comfort zone. Now, very interesting. We are in Sag season, okay? And look at these wands. 3 out of 4 cards on this side are fire. So fire, again, purpose, passion, moving forward. It's time for you to leave your comfort zone. It's time for you to speak up. It's time for you to take a stand. Now, in your person's heart space, the Queen of Swords, boundaries. They need to cut some things out that no longer serve them. And here we have the Seven of Pentacles, very slow moving energy. Very slow. But the seed is planted. It's not going to harvest overnight. It will be okay in due time. But again, I think this person on this side is maybe more in a bit of a rush, possibly. And on this side, they're taking it easy. And there needs to be some balance between the two. Because I think what happens is this. When there's such passion or intensity or attraction, there's this desire sometimes to like rush it. And whereas this person is like, yeah, I feel these things, but we don't necessarily need to rush it. Now, overall, we have the Three of Swords. Now, there has been some past heartbreak, and maybe that's what's been endured, as in like, you know, having to come through hardship. With that, we have here the Hermit, and there could be a desire to hermit oneself. And I have asked my online family about this. There are people that are saying, yeah, Kelly, I feel like I want to isolate right now. I want to cozy up at home. I don't really want to go out. I don't really want to do anything. But look what the overall energy was. Dressing up, an opportunity to go out, to do something, maybe leave your comfort zone a little bit. So I don't know. I feel like in order to leave the broken heart, one has to put themselves out there. And maybe that's a sign to dress up, go out, do something different. Now, underlying energy is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is a bit of sadness, a bit of grief, maybe even disappointment for some reason. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are shifting. It's going to change. You've endured hardship, okay? And that's okay. Feel whatever you need to feel, but understand it can change. It can get better. It all depends on perspective. Okay, let's get the Oracle cards and go from there. So let's see. Oh, okay. What are these two cards here? Only you and family. Interesting. Devoted, attached. This is somebody that maybe you want to have a family with. This could be somebody that you want to have a whole new cycle, like birth a whole new cycle. It doesn't have to be like literal pregnancy. It's not necessarily the energy, but it's about, I only want to do this with you, you know? And as long as two people are on the same page, then that's wonderful. But if you're not on the same page, then that can slow things down. That can cause difficulty because expectations can be the root of all problems, right? So in your person's headspace, we have here peace, balance, harmony, friendship. They want balance. They want that peace. They want to take their time, and it's because they have good intentions for you. Longing, craving, aching, they want you just as badly, just so you know. If there is any distance, you know, and you've had these feelings, shared these feelings or these experiences, right? Don't think that they don't feel the same way. Not everybody expresses in the same manner, right? In your heart space, elusive. I think you've been hurt in the past, and that's the dishonesty of past relationships or deception. You've been hurt. And so sometimes it makes you fearful of standing up or leaving your comfort zone or going into new energy. But you have to trust the process and trust the connection that you have. Conflicted. You have decisions. And there's that hot and cold. If something has been riding in hot and then all of a sudden switching to cold, you know, you kind of have to ask yourself what you want to do with that energy. So let's see. In your person's heart space, intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. I get the feeling that this person may not be as talkative as you are, or as communicative, or in communication with you. However, I will say that they're communicating with you in other ways. And that's when we see the signs, the synchronicities, have the dreams and the music playing. A lot of that is real, of course, but it's also a test. And in your person's heart space, obscurity, concealing. I think they're concealing their feelings. I just think they're not at the same point you are in regards to expression of feelings. I think they feel it. I think they just don't know how to express it in the same way that maybe you do. Overall, yeah, there's some conflict. That's the energy in the air right now. People are really going through it. And it's all about perspective. Maybe you have a different perspective. Underlying energy, open heart. How receptive are you? How open are you to each other? Are you on the same page? Apology, return, forgiveness, sorry. It's interesting. The energy shows that there's a deep passion here and attraction, but things haven't been easy. Like I said, it's either before this connection, things were definitely not easy and you've had to work through it and try to get over those hurts, or the two of you have had multiple rounds together where, again, it hasn't been easy, but anything is possible if two people are on the same page. Okay, what I love about this reading, or this style of reading, is that we're going to look at the After Tarot, and this deck shows us the upcoming energies, you know? So let's see. Let's go to your headspace. Victory. Now, interesting, I was live earlier this evening, and this was the first card that came out, the Six of Wands. Everything's going to be okay. There is victory to be had. And wow, another number 6. So 6s are about equal giving and receiving and balance. Funny how this person on this side was wanting peace. Well, there's peace right here. Moving on to calmer waters or peace. So 6s could be an angel number, like I said. That also could be a card of travel if any of you have been thinking about traveling or you are traveling in the near future. In your person's headspace, there's the Queen of Pentacles. See, it's really interesting. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles and they want to offer you this coin, but they want to feel like they have the capacity to do so. They want to feel like they can provide for you. And they're on the brink. They're on the brink. Just, I would say, don't rush anything because they're about to take a leap of faith. And that's a beautiful thing. Okay, so in your heart space, interesting. On live tonight, the last card in the Celtic cross that we were doing was the Eight of Pentacles, where I was talking about there's work to do. Now, I always suggest you work smart versus hard, okay? Don't force anything. A masterpiece takes time, okay? But you do it in smart ways. So this is showing you that that masterpiece is built, and therefore that victory is yours, okay? Now let's see what else here. Well. I talked about the Lovers, Gemini energy. The Lovers is a decision in love, equal giving and receiving and balance. In your person's heart space, there's the Strength card. This also came out today in the live. I feel like I'm repeating myself. It's like the universe is saying I said what I said. Now we have 2 8 cards here. 8 could be an angel number that you're seeing. 6s, 8s. Let me know in the comments, what angel numbers are you seeing right now? And there's the Judgment card, a wake-up call. Your person is having a wake-up call. They will have a wake-up call. I just wouldn't rush anything. The more you rush, the more you chase, the more difficulty. Now, overall energy, well, we had the Two of Wands on your side here, or this person's side, and we talked about leaving your comfort zone. When you leave your comfort zone, look at these two. They have the whole world in their hands. There's unity. So 2 could be an angel number you're seeing, and 2s are all about partnership and building. Well, another 8. Manifestation, shooting your shot. What do you want to manifest? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, did we not have that card earlier? Somewhere. I know I've seen it. But regardless, shooting your shot, manifestation, communication. Super important. Okay. So there's going to be some communication about how to move this relationship forward. Underlying energy, the Hangman is going to be in this position no longer because now we have nourishment. We're going to come out of that limbo or out of that hermit mode. And here we have the Knight of Cups opening our hearts. Okay? Talk about beautiful energy. Now let's get some last bit of guidance here. There's that lion energy, that strength and that courage. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. So maybe there is some Leo energy in here somewhere. Marriage and union. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Trust the process. Even when you have small doubts or you're being tested, know that the universe gives you what you need, always. I really hope this resonates with you. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, the link is in my bio. Thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing day.